Hello everyone, this is national bestseller How Come No One Told Me That by Prakash Iyer. Chapter 10. It was G.K. Chesterton who said, "Anyone worth doing is worth doing badly." And that is such powerful advice. What stops us from doing our best work is the fear of doing something badly. We wait, we plan, we prepare, we dream, we do everything except actually doing it. And what we don't always recognize is that doing it badly, doing it often, making mistakes, and getting it wrong is what helps us get better, paving the way for that ultimate masterpiece. All those hours of practice eventually pay off. If you want to write a bestseller, you could spend a lot of time looking for inspiration, thinking about that killer idea, reading up the masters, taking a course perhaps, thinking some more, or you could just write. Maybe 500 words a day. Which do you think gives you your best chance of writing a bestseller? Think about it. Actually, no, don't just think about it. Quantity versus quality. The quantity versus quality debate is an old one, and it came back to my mind when I read a book called Art and Fear by David Bales and Ted Orland. In it, they tell an interesting story about a ceramics class, a story with a valuable lesson for all of us. On the first day of class, the teacher announced that he was dividing the class into two groups. One group, he said, would be evaluated at the end of the course on the quality of their work, and the other group would be evaluated on the quality of the work they produced. The methodology was very simple. On the final day of the program, the teacher would bring in a weighing machine to the class. He would weigh the pots that each member of the quantity group had produced. Over 30 kg of pots would get the student an A grade. 20 kilograms and above would merit a B, and under 20 would mean a C. And what about the quality group? Students in this group only needed to submit one pot each for the evaluation, their best creation. If it was judged to be perfect, they would get an A. Good work could get you a B, and poor work would only merit a C. Something interesting happened on the final day of the class. It turned out that the highest quality pots were all the handiwork of the students in the quantity group. That's right. How come? Students in this group got busy making lots and lots of pots. They made plenty of mistakes too. But they learned from those mistakes. They got better, and all the hands on practice meant that they managed to create some very fine, good quality pots. Students in the quality group got to work on creating that perfect pot. They kept planning and thinking and fantasizing about the masterpiece. They were obsessed with the idea of creating that one perfect pot. More obsession than action. Result, they didn't quite manage to produce work of great significance. Interesting, isn't it? I am sure at some time or the other, we all have been in the middle of the quantity versus quality debate. And if you were like me, you too would have weighed in on the side of quality. You all have heard the dictum that quality matters and quantity doesn't count. Maybe we need a rethink. It's no longer a case of quantity versus quality. Truth is, quantity leads to quality. The obsession with quality can mean you are thinking about getting it right. You plan, you prepare, you analyze, but you don't act. You are afraid you will get it wrong. And when quantity becomes the driver, we are all quick to swing into action. We get going. We make mistakes and we set them right. We reach a dead end sometimes, and when that happens, we retrace our steps and find another way. Through it all, we gain experience and get better, which leads to better quality work. If you want to bake a cake, a fabulous cake, you could scour the net for the perfect recipe. You could ask your friend, watch YouTube videos, and read up a lot of books on how to bake a perfect cake. Or you get to the kitchen and get to work on baking a cake. Make one that doesn't rise, and another one that's a bit hard, and another, and chances are you'll soon make a cake that everyone will love. And if you are a sales guy, this could work for you too. If you tilt toward the quality argument, you might choose to tap high value clients instead of focusing on making more calls. You spend time researching the big players in the country. You drop the small guys. You read up on the target company. You try and find and connect, and then wait for an auspicious day to call. Instead, you just need to get out there and make a call. Visit that small customer. Chances are he'll give you feedback or share an insight that will help you sharpen your pitch. And he'll guide you to another potential customer. And you meet more of them, you actually increase the odds of winning that large customer. So, if you want to do better, you should take a lesson from that ceramics class. Focus on quantity. Do more. Get your hands dirty. Make mistakes and don't obsess about perfection. It's okay to fail. Get started and get busy. And suddenly, almost magically, the masterpiece will come to life. The obsession with the quality can mean you are thinking about getting it right. You plan, you prepare, you analyze, but you don't act. You are afraid you will get it wrong. But when quantity becomes the driver, we are all quick to swing in to action. We get going, we make mistakes, and we set them right. And through it all, we gain experience and get better, which leads to better quality work. That's it for chapter 10. See you in the next one.